Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have the first match of the Wind Waker Randomizer Challenge Cup bracket matches. This is of course round 1 and the matchup is ParkerthePanda versus Goldquiver. Commentators for this match will be Mongol and I think we had Kolfra. Say hello. Sorry, and now you can be heard.
Yeah, so hello everyone. We have a really good race today. We have Goldquiver against ParkerthePanda. This is the last race of the first round of this Challenge Cup brackets. So whoever wins this gets to keep playing the tournament. Whoever loses this gets to keep watching the tournament. It's a little different. So I think I'm joined by Kolfra now.
Yeah, hello everyone, I am back. Sorry about that.
It's all good. I just had to say some soup for like a few seconds.
Just a nice introduction. The usual hypeness. Is everyone excited?
I think the runners planned something today because we have as file names Linda and Anton.
Isn't that nice?
That's super cute. Someone take a picture of those guys so they can end up together forever.
I mean, every time we play, we have to. Well, sometimes we put them together.
Yeah.
Give them a little push.
Just being like Nandroj, wink, wink. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun. The race is about to start.
Yeah.
Should only be a few more seconds.
Okay.
And we actually have Parker starting.
Parker started, but we're waiting for our streams to sync up, I guess.
Yeah. And we're starting on Shark Island today. We have that nice little gusts of wind that is way too strong in the back. I forgot how we call that, a hurricane, gale, tornado. Not too sure.
Cyclone.
A cyclone. Yeah, that would fit since the guy is called Cyclos. You know.
Yeah.
Just...
Goldquiver is doing something interesting and checking the wrong beetle boat, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly, that beetle doesn't sell the 20 rupee item.
Yep. And Parker is... Alright. I think he was trying to go to Tingle, but then he just changed his mind and went to Tot instead.
Yeah, not a bad plan, because it's pretty close to the door, and there's no real reason to come back there later. So, might as well do it now. Meanwhile, Goldquiver using a more standard route and going to Maggie's first.
With a red chocobo. I haven't seen one play a red chocobo before.
It is very much red. And on the other side we have Antilleon, but is a secret agent. Wonderful.
Alright. Parker is now going to the usual route, as they say.
Yeah.
Saying hello to Maggie.
So what are we gonna have in the House of Wild today? Oh, that is almost cute. The real wealth was love all along.
Just a piece though, not all of it, just a quarter.
Yeah, that's how much love is worth. You don't even need a full one for it to be wealth. Oh, someone asking for a Rillaboom model in chat. One day, Elijah. Maybe after the Danny DeVito model. I'm still waiting for that.
Wow.
Listen, I joked a lot about the post box season 2, and then it happened. So who knows? Goldquiver grabbing that Tingle statue that Parker already had.
Yep. Both saying hello to Tingle, rescuing him from his secure jail cell. Ooh, a bottle.
Yeah, not bad at all.
We're going to see an early grandma this seed.
After what I had to do last night, that feels really good. Saved grandma about 1 hour and 50 minutes in the seed.
At least you saved her. That's all that matters, you know?
Yeah, you know. And we also got a nice mirror shield.
Parker pushing the box. I forgot you could do that.
Yeah, some runners don't like to roll into it to break it because sometimes you mess up and then it's even longer than.
You just kind of flush against it. Yeah.
Parker, you're using a very different route, but it might be because he didn't pick the rupees under the bed, so he's getting an extra one in the maze.
True. Yeah.
That's not a bad plan, actually. It's a good backup.
We gotta pay Beetle somehow.
Yeah. You gotta pay the toll to have like your 20 rupee item.
Oh, it's deep.
We now have double magic. No
we
items
still-
to use it yet, but still nice.
We still don't know the dungeons, and I completely forgot about it when they warped to Windfall.
Oh, I'm the same.
So that's gonna be a good surprise.
We should see that the next time they warp. At least someone
Oh,
will.
actually, I think. Oh, so Goldquiver did actually notice the dungeon orders, but
The personal trackers, yeah. So we have Forbidden Woods, Wind Temple, and Forsaken Fortress for today.
Yeah.
Nicely seen. Nicely seen. So they're
pretty nice dungeons, I think.
Yeah, really not the worst dungeons possible. Like, Wind Temple is a pretty good go mode. Forbidden Woods has an extremely fast go mode if you need it.
Yes, true. And that FF is just
It's
fast.
It's Forsaken Factorous, you know. And good morning to everyone. It is morning for some of us. It's afternoon for others.
Indeed. Regardless, it's hot. Well, at least it's hot in my area. I don't know about yours, Mongol.
It's 11 a.m. I think. But yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, Parker falling
Unlucky
down.
Parker.
That was super close too. Oh, Goldquiver going for the 3-world strat.
The shortcut.
And Parker making me relive what I lived yesterday. Falling down here. Pretty interesting.
I hate the swinging ropes. It's such a janky mechanic sometimes.
It
It
was
feels
even
kind of weird.
It was even worse before because in SD you couldn't turn around while swinging. So
I thought that
It-
was it. I swear that was the thing. Yeah.
yeah, it was a thing that was changed by Lago and friends. Basically.
Thank goodness. It's so much better. Alright.
They made it match the HD ropes, you know.
Ooh, we got the first melody, and that was Wind's God. And we are going to see Grandma, I guess, with the fairy Goldquiver just caught.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, especially since Outset is a really good play at this point because there's two checks in logic. There's a mail check from Grandma, and there's a check out of logic that everyone does really fast. Jaboomscape.
Yeah. Parker looks like to be following up as well.
Yeah. So Wingots are like we said earlier. It's not the best song in the world, but it's still an extra check in a dungeon that's in logic today. So it's not the worst.
Wait, it's not the best song in the world. What's your favorite song of this game then, Mongol?
Oh, my favorite song of this game, probably Song of Passing. I play it way too many times because I forget what kind of day to night cycle you need for letters.
True, yeah. Okay. Goldquiver did get the roll clip. I think that was his third try, I think.
Yeah,
So, not too bad. And what was Beetle? Vanity.
20 rupees for a house? What is this market?
Oh
Wow.
man. Definitely not like real life then.
No, that just took me out of it. This is so unrealistic.
The immersion's gone completely now.
Yeah.
We're not that red Chocobo and Pokemon anymore.
What do you mean there's no, like, giant chocobos just walking around in real
Ugh.
world?
If only. We are going to see Grandma now.
And those guys are good at roll clips.
Hello, Grandma. It's me, your son.
It's me, your grandson, that looks a lot like a
Hey, your
bird.
grandson. I just grown up. That's all. Yeah.
It's puberty. Don't
Yeah.
ask questions. Grandma has now been saved by Goldquiver. Shouldn't be too long before Parker does it too. And yeah, you can spam a few nice commands down here. Soup command is beautiful. The grandma command is even more beautiful. Oh, in sync.
So what's Grandma's been hiding? Just 10 rupees.
Yeah, that's 10 less than in the real game. That's 10 times less, I should say. Unless you're Japanese, then it's completely different.
Oh, really? What's in the Japanese one?
I don't even remember, but I know it's not rupees.
Oh, right. It's interesting. Right. Here's another hard roll clip that Goldquiver's attempting. Ooh, gets it.
Making
and
it
gets
look
past
easy.
it. Yeah.
That trick is really hard. And an nurse saved Grandma on Parker's side now. So we're now about to see Jabu going through his own puberty, transforming into a boat. It's quite strange. Quite strange.
Hmm.
I don't understand puberty in this game.
I don't think any of us does, apparently.
It's so weird.
Oh,
There's a guy that's a boat the whole game, and then he goes through like a growth spurt and becomes a king at the end. It's so strange.
it's just happens, you know. It's just the way of the world.
Yeah.
Parker
Oh,
is attempting to get storage.
I think instead of going for the roll clip, he's gonna go for the door storage.
Door storage.
The door storage is pretty similar to chest storage, but it gives you even smaller hitboxes. But it also takes away your vision.
Yeah. It's alright, we got the map. Conveniently.
Yeah, thankfully we do have the map. Also, if you're doing this trick and you're lost even with the map, you can always just pause and you're gonna have like a second to see where you are.
Alright, Grandma Mayo. First mail in the game. Iron Boots. That is one heavy mail.
Yeah, that must have cost a lot in delivery fees.
True. Right, and we are going to see 5-star Isle.
That's always an interesting one. I see some runners putting it off. I see some runners doing it as soon as they can. There's no real good ways to handle this island because it's so out of the way. A good point being brought up in chat. Iron boots are only heavy when you wear them. Apparently.
Right.
20
Right.
boots. Yes.
That makes complete sense, yeah. Completely.
It doesn't, but I don't know. It doesn't really sound right, but I don't know enough about Iron boots to question it.
Just make some yourself and you'll understand, you know.
Yeah.
Go down to your local shops, ask for some iron boots.
Yeah.
They'll happily provide some, I guess. Maybe.
So Goldquiver going for the shielding strats here. So we don't really have any weapon. Not easy to beat those places without a weapon. But he's doing a really good job right now.
Especially with the stick. It's not very strong.
Yeah. Oh, and I think on Parker's side we're going for a diamond step early.
Hopefully we'll find something interesting there.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Like
so whatever Parker finds there is gonna be behind the yoke shots. So a nice thing to remember as we progress in the seed with whatever we're gonna find. Changing weapons.
Parker did get the skip, which is really nice. Well, the first part of the skip. hopefully won't mess up the second part.
Yeah, so sometimes I just save on top of the island just in case.
It's
once
it's
you're
pretty
on top of the-
scary.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh,
There we go.
got the
And
dive.
now the other part, swimming to the right spot. Meanwhile, Goldquiver getting a joy pendant. It's probably not bringing as much joy as it should.
Okay,
There we go.
Parker got it. Nice.
The troubles are still not over because Diamond Step Early without a sword or any weapons of your own is you have to rely on the stick, and some of those jumps with the stick not the easiest. But I believe in Parker. And we now have a red bird on the wind shrine.
The Wind Shrine. We're learning a song we already know.
What are we gonna see?
2 exciting check. Well, 3 technically. Tingle statue.
More tingle statues.
Lovely to see Tingle everywhere as always,
Yeah, what a man.
leaving his presence.
So Diamond Step
Heartbeat.
Early yielding a piece of art.
It's alright. I believe in a second chest.
Yep, I'm just gonna have to grab a stick here because
Oh.
it's gonna be your sword for the next trick.
Ooh, PP hop.
And that was not the strongest up.
Okay, nice.
This one is the troublesome one. Oh, Salvage Corp time.
Salvage Corp.
There we go. Parker getting it. Salvage Corp getting us a lot of rupees. Apparently salvaging is amazing today.
Just 2 heart piece on Diamond Step. Unfortunate.
That is
So-
unfortunate.
Hmm.
That is almost surprising because, and not gonna lie, I like that play from Parker because since we have Wind Temple and Logic, it means that at some point we're gonna have the hook shot, like it's 100% required. But sadly, not yielding any results tonight. Today, I should say. Whoops.
I mean, it's nighttime in game, so
Yeah, it is.
it works. Oh,
Ooh,
and
yellow
there's our
bow.
bow. Porphyrin. Classic.
That's debatable if you want to break the game enough. Hookshot being required. Right, what are we gonna have out of Logic here?
A pearl. Progressive pearl. Could still be good. Could still be good.
When I get items that lead to other items, I'm just like, oh, that's a maybe.
It's a strong maybe.
And we do have a mailbox straight on the island, so
Oh,
we could
which
check that.
Goldquiver isn't get. Is he gonna get it? Oh,
He's thinking about
doing a
it.
spinning. Okay, never mind then. Goodbye, mail check.
Yeah. See you later, mail check.
It's unfortunate because there's no postbox on Crescent, so it's gonna be a while until we see that mail again.
Yeah. If Parker goes for it, I want to see what it is. So we're going on Crescent. Directly on the island, there's a check, and then there's a submarine right next to the island, which is completely doable since we now have a boat.
And also a ghost ship, just casually sailing around.
Yeah, it's just there.
It's just there. Oh, another pearl.
Yeah. We don't have Tower to Gods. We do have a Tower to Gods today, I should say. Apparently. The
Oh yeah, the
dungeons I saw-
Goldquiver change his.
Yeah, and I also have an image from Siberian in the commentary chat with FF, Wind Temple, and Tower of the Gods highlighted. Thank you for that.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tower
That's a
God
big
is
difference,
isn't
actually.
it? Yes.
That's a massive difference.
It means I'm gonna fall asleep, unfortunately, at Tower of the Gods. No, I won't.
And Note to Mom on
Note to Mom, another
on
progressive item.
that's 2 maybes in a row right there.
This is what we call a mail quest.
And that one is gonna have to wait because we do not have the delivery bag to actually post the rest of the quest.
Yeah. We've got the letter, but we just can't access it somehow. You know.
It's in our pockets, but it's written on it like that you can't use it as long as you don't have the bag for it. It's
Yes.
weird.
Very weird. Meanwhile, Goldquiver is thinking about Wind Waker as always while waiting for the ladder, kiting the mini blooms. Was that wait worth it? Let's see. It was. Very nice.
That's a good item.
So,
What can we do without that?
with the bow, yeah, with the bow, I can imagine them going DRI, the 2 checks.
Yeah, that is true. We do have to check around the island, which is probably not gonna look like around the island, more like inside the island.
Inside. Just a bit of route change, you know.
Yeah, this is... Who needs walls? Who needs walls?
Parker is now waiting. The 1 minute, not 1 hour. That'll be a bit too long.
Yeah, the 1 minute of Miniblin ASMR.
Yeah. Again, thinking about Wind Waker and all that, you know.
Yeah, just thinking about the Wind Waker dives to come. Honestly, that check is pretty relaxing overall. It's just chilling on the ladder.
It's a nice chill. Nice
Goldquiver
contemplating.
using those super tiny storage inboxes to just walk on the island.
You mean it's not the Chocobo feet?
It might be a chocobo feet,
feathers?
actually.
The wings, you know.
That would be a good cheat for the game. Oh, Beetle's chart.
Beetle chart.
Best one.
Yes, now we know where Beetle will be.
And we also know where the helmet guy is, because that's totally not Beetle.
The mysterious golden helmet person.
Yeah. The golden helmet that looks a lot like an orange helmet.
So is Goldquiver going to flight control? And I think he is. That's
not the worst plan. We do have a bow, 28 arrows for it, and we're kind of running out of overall checks.
I think it's a bit scary. Let's say for me personally, without a melee weapon, it's kind of
It is kind of sketch.
It's sketchy,
I'm not gonna lie.
You know, it could have something good.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the guy's probably good with a bow. His name has Quiver in it, you know?
Oh, that's true. That is true.
The fastest bow in the West.
Goldquiver's quivers are made out of gold.
That's 2 down.
2 down. Here comes the hard part.
Yeah, the hard part, trying to deal with the Miniblins. Miniblins, chews, and a few birds. More birds than usual since Goldquiver's there, but...
True.
One more shot on this Wizrobe and it's gonna be over.
Not bad. That was actually really decent. So
yeah, that went really well.
Yeah.
Using damage boost of the Miniblins to climb the ladder.
Well used tech.
And meanwhile, Parker getting the storage here. Gonna open the chest and probably gonna do...
Skullhammer.
That's very nice.
Very nice.
That's our first weapon, you know?
Yes.
That's gonna allow us to do like the usual sequence that started season 2 and 3.
It's
AKA going to Cliff Plateau.
it's kind of pushing us towards Wind Temple. That's all I can say.
Also.
So
We do
I guess it
have-
depends on when we find bombs.
Yeah, and also a leaf could be very nice for Wind Temple.
Yeah.
I know it's possible, but it's not fun.
Alright, we still don't actually know what Goldquiver stored
That's a very interesting question.
and what
Nope,
Parker
no.
stored as well.
But you're changing the mini map there to be able to see where the platform needs to land on is. And now Goldquiver heading to Cliff Plateau.
Yeah. Don't see any new items on the screen, so yeah, I have no idea what they stored.
That's a really good question, as I said. That's the beauty of storage. Sometimes even the runners don't know what they stored.
Yeah.
Right, time for some shenanigans.
Oh, so Parker is also doing flight control as well. Alright. Obviously, I'm just not very good at flight control with a bow only.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm with you on that one.
But it's definitely worth it. That skull hammer is very nice. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
well, that's a good way to describe storage, actually. Nice command. Like it. Just, it also makes Link part mountain goat.
True.
Doing a jump from the left side. I've seen other players do that, but I'm a boomer.
It's definitely not easy. It's like it's way more specific compared to the other side.
Yeah, and also using the middle strat. Oh, I love seeing that one. I will probably never do it. It's beautiful.
Just do whatever makes you comfortable, you know?
Yeah, when you've been playing since like season 2, you have a lot of old setups that just never change. So Goldquiver going for more storage here. It's a really hard spot. It's so fast.
Very fast. And again, another stored item.
Yeah. Shoutouts to our trackers.
Yep. Thank you, trackers, for tracking these stored items.
Ensuring the runners runs after runs. We have CPU Blanc and Randomizer Studios. Thank you for tracking this. So go follow our runners. They're both wonderful.
Okay. I don't think I saw anything useful from both storage.
I think I looked away. That's even worse.
Right. Oh, we are no. Okay, and then there's Bird's Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they could have stored Ghost Ship chart, but until they actually check, we will never know. And then they could have stored other items as well.
It's in the top 10 questions science can't answer yet. So it's. What did Goldquiver store? No idea.
No idea.
At least we
Treasure
get this
chart.
feature to chart 20. This is nice.
Yeah, nothing useful that I can see. So no tingle statue, no shards.
And
So
it
it
could be like a pair or some bait. Maybe.
Yep. Could be.
Need the bait bag to know that. It can't be anything male related because we already. Well, it could be like Maggie or Moblin's letter with the. That's useless. But we already have the Cabinet Deed and the Note to Mom, so it can't be those. It could
So
be
Parker-
Ghost Ship Shard, as you said.
Yeah. Parker's gonna have a nicer time at the submarine because
Yeah, by far.
it has weapons, and we're gonna see our first angular dip. Both runners have mirror shield and hook shot, so this is a single dip only, which is really nice.
Yeah. gonna have to use a different strat on the inside that a lot of runners
You
like
think
to
they
use.
will? The Zoomer strat?
Well,
Or-
it's not gonna be. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to play the puzzle because we don't have a leaf.
Oh,
I
no
just
leaf.
remembered. So we're gonna see the
Curse
actual
the
boomer
leaf.
setup, like the boomerest of setups. Before we talked about messing up the puzzle even more.
It's just doing it creatively, you know?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Alright, Parker is... Good to photo. Nice.
What's up?
That was really quick for the submarine. Saved a bit of time there compared to Goldquiver.
And a
Look at these
submarine without any
strats.
weapon. Yes, gravity, please never start working in this island. Parker getting started pretty quick.
Ooh, power bracelets.
But that's actually interesting.
Opens up a few more locations, but nothing major.
Nothing major, but a new check on the paw print, Bomb Island. It's kind of interesting.
Top of angular.
Ooh.
I've got
Yeah, the one that is not very useful today.
not useful at all.
I mean, you can play it and just enjoy the music, but it's kind of a time loss.
Just a little bit, you know. But it'll make us happy, right?
It does
Right?
make me happy.
Yeah.
I love time losses.
Oh, so that, with Top G open, actually, there is one check that both our runners can do. The one check that sometimes contains something crucial. So,
Are you talking about up across boxes?
Half across, yes. It has happened numerous times.
I've had my bombs there once.
It's a horrible location, but it can happen with Top G open so early as well. So it'll be interesting if any of our runners decide to go there.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think Goldquiver is now on the Bomb Island side? Or is that
Six-eyed reef.
wrong? Yeah, it's the side reef, yeah. I was wrong, please. Accept my apologize. Apologies. Nope, not your weapon, our weapon.
The sphere is so overpowered. It's such an amazing weapon.
It's insane. The double it that you
The
can do if you
double.
just look backwards is also insane. There we go, Goldquiver using that to his full advantage there. It's another one of those funky Sphere Zero subs.
Ooh,
technically.
command melody. See, okay, so now this puts Wind Temple in logic, but the first check only. And again, that check has had, you know, a progressive item before. For example, a leaf. It has happened before. So
I think what Goldquiver is trying to say is that he's played a lot of seeds that burn him.
yes, those are horrible seeds, okay? Hop across and Wind Temple first check. They're
Place your
horrible
bet.
checks and they always have something useful sometimes.
Yeah, it does happen. I remember in one of the qualifications for this tournament, actually, like up across boxes and like the grapple, which led to
Yeah.
something that which led to bombs on paw prints. I think
Hopefully, who rolled the seed? Sorry, was it?
this one today.
Yes, this
It's a good question, actually. Gonna have to look. Might be Siberian. Thank you,
variant.
Siberian.
Okay. All right,
This is a Siberian seed.
see how it goes, Siberian.
I hope it brings you less man points than I played my own seed yesterday. Oh god.
That's right. They still got a few checks to go. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
definitely.
all is lost. We did whoop
Could be
Cyclo's
Cyclos, you know?
ass backside. Yeah, with a tingle.
Cyclos with tingle statue.
That's 3 so far. Getting closer again.
You know what could be the insane the insane thing? When Temple first check as a tingle statue, up across blocks as a tingle statue, and then you finally on ankle.
Oh wow.
That would be the real messed up way, because both bets were right.
So yeah, so some of the key items we're missing really to unlock the dungeons are a leaf and bombs. Those are the one of each would unlock the other a dungeon. So
Boomerang. That would have been really good back when we thought Forbidden Woods was logic. It's just it's still a beautiful way to kill.
Oh yeah,
rats.
and command melody. Oh, we found command melody.
Yeah, we do have command melody on Goldquiver's side. Parker's probably about to find it.
Ooh. Horseshoe.
And Parker
Mega
walked into
yes.
Forsaken Fortress.
Command melody was on Six-Eyed Reef.
Six-Eyed Reef.
Oh yeah, and Parker's
Parker's parking in front of the dungeon right now.
cheating into FF, you know. So
just gotta
both
find the
runners
sweet
are doing
spot.
something cheating wise.
Just gotta find the sweet spot where the cannons start to shoot at their home gates.
I didn't know there was a sweet spot. I just normally just push my face against the door and hope that it blows up.
Yeah, that's the sweet spot.
Goldquiver did actually do the skip first try, so it's very difficult. Well, yeah, it can be difficult. Yeah,
it's a really hard trick to do, honestly. Oh, lots of rupees for playing golf. That sounds almost like real life. I like it.
I'm guessing he's routing in Diamond Step next, just to route it all together.
I wouldn't be surprised with that oak shot, honestly.
Yeah. Parker can technically complete FF except for Phantom Gaddon.
Yeah, we do not have a sword to even begin making damage, I should say. We could always like play tennis with Phantom Ganon using the bottle, but
the bottle.
You can't really hurt the guy after.
We're gonna get any lovely things here. The rupees were lovely, but not what we wanted.
In real life, I would never say no to $10, but in the game, oh boy.
I mean, especially when you have a full wallet already. Like, unfortunately, you just gotta chuck it all on the ground.
Yeah, it's, you just gotta reject capitalism at that point. Oh, using the hook shot here, I like that.
Safe option, for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
Try for shard.
First shard.
Yeah, first shard of the whole seat. Okay.
So, it's the gamble between Phantom Ganon and Chest on Bed right now. Because we're still missing the dungeon map.
Yeah. And considering what we can do in this dungeon, I'm pretty sure the chest on bed is gonna be stored. Just have this feeling.
If it's not stored, Parker does have the hook shot. So, but yeah, he's storing it.
Yeah, not surprised there.
Oh no, not doing Emerson route though. Just voiding out.
Just voiding out. That's also a new strat there.
So no idea what was stored.
It's a strat that was really just created to annoy the trackers.
Yeah, Parker's not checking dungeon items. I can't check if it was a dungeon map or not.
Yeah, now he's outside, so he can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows or He's just going straight to the bird.
I like that the trackers are rolling with the fact I said this is a threat that was created for the only purpose of annoying trackers, but it's actually just a few seconds faster if you get it first try. But
Hey,
it does
you gotta
feel,
use all the time you get.
it does feel like a threat that is mean to trackers, though. Just,
Just not checking. I want to know as well. I want to know what he hasn't checked his item menu as well, so I can't. I don't know if it's like a good item or not. Was it? I think it was a
Parker,
sword. No.
Parker, please.
All right.
You
We're
have
seeing.
one more inside zone, and then you're not even gonna know because the only check left will be Phantom Ganon.
Yeah.
Well, secret information.
Well, let's hopefully he got an item, and then that would make our life easier.
Yeah.
Goldquiver is
meanwhile-
checking. Yeah, top of waterfall.
Type of waterfall.
Oh, the save
Check-
scum.
Yeah, save scum. Gonna check it before storing it.
Oh,
It's
bottle.
a second anti bottle, and that thing is gonna get stored.
Well, potentially. I mean, he still needs the delivery bag and grappling hook.
Yeah, eventually, like.
So, who knows?
If we get grappling hook first, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for
Parker
now,
is. Sorry,
this
Mongo.
speed is starting to feel a little dry. It's just
A little bit. But remember, every check that doesn't give anything good pushes us towards hop across and win temple first check.
I like that. Not
Yeah.
bad.
It's exciting stuff.
I see what you're dealing.
Hey, I'm not running the seed. I'm just calming it. So you know.
Yeah.
All right, there's the big bird.
Big bird
Hopefully we won't
itself.
get any horrible soft locks today.
I think what I prefer about that bird is that you know when it flies away but it comes back, feels
Yeah.
so good. You're just like, oh, thank you, bird. Thank you for your blessing.
Just pause the game, start bowing. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Law doesn't want to repeat from yesterday. Apparently had a bit of trouble with that bird. Bird is not always nice, sadly.
It's a mean bird, you know. Yeah, hopefully that won't. Hopefully Parker will check at some point and it doesn't confuse him a bit.
I'd like
Yeah.
to mention that Goldquiver is one of Goldquiver's files is just literally called full clear. This is it like a prediction for today? Who knows?
Alright. It's everyone's favorite bomb island.
An interesting check. It's the first time I did that place without a sword and realized that the hammer works. I was like, how does this just work?
It works nice as well because you don't do the whole parry attack thing.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly good item for it.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Some nice super monkey ball action there.
Hello, bird.
Not rolling off.
Yeah. So everything seems to be going well for Parker with the bird.
Yeah, I think he's got it. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
hammer stance for the second part of the fight is really good.
Please,
it's
Parker,
wonderful.
check your items. And Bomb Island as well. Bomb Island. That was quite clean, I think.
Yeah, clean Bomb Island. There's like,
Ooh.
wow,
That's very nice.
that's a super nice item.
Yeah.
We're right next to Ice Ring too, so you could just go there, right there. Yeah, we can't check dungeon item while we're outside of FF, which is
Yeah.
why we're a bit sad that you never
Yeah.
checked.
Okay. he didn't get anything on his item screen, so
Yeah.
wasn't any of that. No sword.
It's a big maybe, you know.
Huge maybe.
A maybe of incredible proportions.
So where's Parker going? Parker's going to cycling on Mother and Child.
Not a bad way to round it, actually.
And Goldquiver's going to Ice Ring. Is he just going to come back to gamble? Potentially, I don't know.
And before talking about going back for a gamble, let's talk about finding 2 swords.
Yeah, true.
We're almost 45 minutes in, and we still haven't found one.
It's just one of those seeds. You know, they got the skull hammer. It's the same thing, right?
To answer your question, the wreckage, you usually can do that in most dungeons, but Forsaken Fortress is a special dungeon. When you're outside of the dungeon itself, like the outside areas of the dungeon don't count as the inside, so you can't
Yeah.
check your mini map, sadly.
Oh, there it
Bombs.
is. Bombs.
Bomb Island led to bombs.
Rip was a wind temple play. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it could still be the leaf, but just...
Yeah, well, there wasn't a leaf on FF, so I'm guessing logically Tot G is after FF.
Oh, 4 Tingle statues for Parker. And meanwhile, Goldquiver going for the second chest on Ice Ring.
Some
Piece of
hot-
art.
Okay, so
With bombs and Fire and Ice Arrows, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Island of Steel to Neo Rock play.
so Parker did check his status screen, but he didn't see anything. I hope, but that still doesn't mean that he got a non-item.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to know whether he got a dungeon map or not, really.
And a skull necklace from her sister. Thank you, Arrow.
But hopefully, not knowing if he got the dungeon map or not won't mess him up a bit.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Goldquiver now on Island of Steel. Shooting the boat himself.
Ooh, just missed. That one orb blocking the whole pathway.
It's honestly, if you want to make a wall that you can look through, make it with those orbs. They have such big boxes. Time to open the chest. And then we're gonna avoid that again.
Oh, shot.
Hey, not bad.
So yeah, Parker needs to go to Angular right now and get the power bracelets. Then needs to do Bomb Island to get Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
Then needs to get bombs on Ice Ring. So it's quite a bit to go, but he has done FF already.
Yeah,
so
most of Forsaken Fortress at least.
The only kind of potential downside is not knowing whether he got a dungeon map or not.
Yeah, and that could have been alleviated by looking at the map screen.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But no one knows.
We didn't really mention Angular without a sword, kind of funky to use your mirror shield. You gotta pull an item, whatever it is, and then you can pull your shield. Kind of strange.
Sure. Oh, the item has to also be, I think, one-handed, so the skull hammer doesn't work, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But you can do it with very strange items, like I remember doing it with the telescope once.
Did you?
Yeah.
It makes sense, I guess, but it's funny.
Parker's gonna have to climb up here. Nice
so
little jump.
having fire arrows on Needle Rock Island means you can do both checks. One of them normally requires the bait bag,
Yeah.
but there's a really nice trick to get to skip it completely.
Yeah, some of you people probably noticed Goldquiver shot an extra fire arrow at the top of Needle Rock, which hit a bird, and then the hitboxes from fire arrows, I should say, are so big that it hit the switch.
It's so clever thinking about it, how it just
It is.
works.
It
I really
is.
like it. Yeah. Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
grapple.
Grapple. Very nice.
So Bomb Island was the key to bombs and grapple.
Yeah. So that also means paw print is completely doable. Cabana is also completely doable, technically. Not logically on Cabana, but
yeah, technically not logically. Exactly.
technically not logically. Yeah.
Exactly.
Heart container.
We never say no to that. It's better than trash, you know. it's safety.
Are we going to see Fire Mountain first? I think we are.
Oh, interesting. And
Yep.
yeah.
Everyone's favorite Fire Mountain.
I mean, Fire Mountain to Poppert is a really good play, I think. So
Yeah.
there's also
see if-
one check on the Forest Haven that we could do. Because we have the grapple now.
Again, could be a leaf spot. We've seen that before as well.
Oh yeah.
Vanilla leaf. All these horrible spots.
When you play in off seeds, you see really bad placements at some point.
Exactly. Yeah. But we Toji is kind of it's completable.
And it's mostly open.
Yeah.
It's kind of the floor one skip without the leaf is kind of strange, but it's
Yeah.
doable.
Uh,
Oh yes, settle Chocobo, settle. The increased settle speed is amazing. Some of the small changes to this rando are underrated, you know.
that was also quite recently added as well. Like I
Yep.
think it was added
In
not for
9.
season 4, but yeah.
Yeah, it was in 1.9, I think.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, playing basketball now.
One of them is throwing them, one of them is killing them. It's just
It can be quite strange.
Fire Mountain. Tingle
Tingle
statue. Number 4.
Yeah, we need one more before we can either go get a reward or disappointments. I wonder which one it would be today. At this point, I'm kind of rooting for first sword there.
Ankle holding a sword.
It could be a lot of things, actually. We still haven't found the delivery bag. We don't have the bait bag. No leaf. We're missing light arrows. Could be a wallet too. Could be
Yeah,
ghost
we're
ship
definitely
shard.
missing a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we're missing those 4 swords.
Yeah.
Which cannot be replaced by a copy of 4 Swords Adventures before everyone tries that. I've done it
Aw.
already.
It's a good game. It's a really fun
It
game.
is. It's a really fun game. Fun fact about this game: if you don't have a Game Boy, but you have 4 GameCubes with Game Boy players, you can substitute the Game Boys for Game Boy players, and create the most expensive setup of all time.
It's as
I've done
easy
it
as
with
that.
friends. It's not worth it. Alright, we're seeing Paw Print now. Is Paw Print gonna have our last single statue, maybe?
Nope.
Ooh, Ghost Ship Shard.
Ghost Ship Chart Day.
And we have the extra check behind the boulder there.
So maybe this one? The power of the chocobo arms.
Oh, those wings are strong.
Ooh,
Hey.
there's the leaf.
That
There
that's,
is the leaf.
that puts a lot of dungeons in logic right now.
Yeah, I think it puts everything in logic.
Yeah.
All the dungeons are open now.
Goldquiver is gonna have a heck of a time to figure out where he wants to go. Where are we going? Great fish.
Crayfish first.
I can respect that.
I think he could potentially route in Ghost Ship. I don't know what his night cycle is like.
I'm not really sure. I know that thinking about the dungeon he has to do, I think personally I would go to Tower of the Gods first, and then it's Cabana going out.
You don't want to do Wind Temple without a sword?
No, I don't. I really don't. The Vicky room is extremely scary without that.
Vicky room, even a 7 armless room. Like, I don't think I've ever done that swordless before.
Well, Wind and Bow's not too bad to beat Armos, but you kind of have to stop them without a sword.
Yeah.
Also, Parker now adding to Island of Steel, probably gonna go for exactly the same things that Goldquiver did a few minutes ago. It's been a nice sequence of events. Let's just say that. Hey, that's a Tower of the Gods right there. Yeah, you can do 7 Armos room with
Well, hook shot,
hook
that sounds
shots.
horrible.
You forgot to put something for 7 Armos room to be in logic. You need hook shot and just a lot of free time. It's already in the tracker. It's like a lot of free time is in red, usually for me, but just means I gotta do it out of logic.
We are gonna break into Cabana, even though we do own a deed, you know. But
Yeah,
just gotta break in anyway.
it's pretty much like when you lose your keys to your house and you gotta break into a window.
You just gotta hook shot through into the house, right?
I mean, you guys don't do it in real life.
Yeah.
Why are you a locksmith when you can just like get smaller hitboxes? You know.
Use my trusty hook shot.
I think I saw a video that explained that if the hookshot existed in real life, it would probably rip off your arms.
Yeah, that's not surprising. But it's okay. Link is a kid, right? So you know, smaller. Let's wait.
Kids, if you don't acknowledge that the kid is supposed to be hurt, the kid is gonna be fine. That's how they work. Oh, just a little.
Too low?
Yeah,
too low.
There we go. Meanwhile, Goldquiver breaking through the first wall.
Literally.
I think it's one of my favorite tricks in the game because logically it makes no sense, and then when you think about it, if you use a hammer on a wall in real life, it does go through. So it kind of works.
Yeah, I think it breaks the wall at the same time.
Yeah, it's okay. Wind Waker didn't have destructible environments yet.
Oh yeah, that was a planned feature, obviously.
Yeah, they tried to implement it and they only got like bombable walls. Hey, that's a bait bag.
Bait bag. We're gonna see maybe a pig throw soon.
Eating of the pig.
So yeah, bait bag was locked behind delivery bag.
That's interesting.
So I wonder where delivery bag could be. But are we gonna get anything useful here? And yeah, okay, shard. So yeah, delivery bag is required somewhere.
It's somewhere lurking, probably in one of the dungeons. across boxes,
Half
no doubt.
across.
Maybe. You could be right. Nothing oak for Parker the Panda.
So Goldquiver, I think, is going to Ghost Ship. Very easy for him to do with the leaf.
Oh yeah. It's most submarines are really hard with the leaf because the ledge looks lower than it really is. But Ghost Ship doesn't lie. It's beautiful. The ledge is ledge. You know?
I think it's shorter as well. I feel it's shorter. I don't know, just by a bit, but I don't know.
What I like about the Ghost Ship is that it's all spectral on the outside, but then when you get inside, it's made of wood.
Oh,
Hey, this is a sword!
the sword!
Finally! We found it before
Finally.
the hour! Wonderful!
Just barely 1 minute before.
It counts, it counts.
Okay. Oh, we are going to see the yeeting the pig. That's great.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, and with Bait Bag, we're probably gonna see the top of Headstone next, too.
Top of Headstone, the rat sub. We haven't exterminated the rats yet.
Yeah.
They're still infesting the whole sub.
Yeah, time to buy some baits. And buy some pears. Or not.
Does Goldquiver already have pairs? Did he check?
I don't know. I'm very confused. I guess we'll see when he goes for the bait.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Parker using the ice arrows here. Interesting.
I mean,
Moblins are pretty good targets.
it's nice and quick, you know.
Yeah, very quick.
Ooh, except for
Uh,
that. Oh.
The yeet of the pig and the yeet of the Parker at the same time. And yet, time for the big pig. What are we gonna find? Of that pig.
Are we going to see a pair? No pair. Okay.
There, so
Hopefully Goldquiver remembers.
hopefully, yeah. Or maybe Big Pig is gonna give us a pair.
Ooh. No, just a bigger bag.
Yeah. Big Pig with the maybe.
Some more mail check.
Yeah. It could be good. Oh, Parker warping to Tower of the Gods now.
Okay. Okay, so
interesting thing to note. Parker is entering his second dungeon of the run. Goldquiver still has to enter a dungeon yet.
yeah, Parker still doesn't have the leaf as well. So it's gonna be.
We can't finish the dungeon without it. It's just
very awkward. Yeah,
it is.
Very.
Yeah.
We didn't get the mail check. I'm so sad.
Well, Big Pig is gonna hold off on that maybe for later.
Maybe. So Tot G Skull Room. Let's see.
Yeah, Leafless Tower to Gods. It is happening.
I mean, it's not a bad idea to just dip in, you know, if you don't know where Leaf could be.
It could still be a dip. I know that sometimes when I'm just looking for checks to do, I will do the first floor as its own thing. To answer your question, Drowsy, it's the GameCube version, but with slight modifications, like we added the Swift Sail, and we made a few adjustments to the speed of some animations.
So Goldquiver did check top of Headstone, but I couldn't tell from the blurriness of his stream, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was anything useful.
I don't think they popped off, so we're good. And that's also a big difference. All the items are randomized.
Piece of heart. Okay.
Piece of art. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to our extra trackers, the chat as a whole. Love you all.
Alright. Parker, are you gonna go into or are you gonna check hop across?
Good question.
I assume hop across, but yeah, okay, good.
That's a cross right there.
Ooh,
Hey, delivery bag.
there's delivery bag. Very early.
Yeah, we had access to that place a while ago.
Yep.
So there's a mail check left for Goldquiver, but I don't think there's much in the overworld left after that.
We can also finally deliver that Baito's mother's mail.
Oh, that is true. That's 2 mail checks.
So hopefully Goldquiver knows. Yep, okay. Perfect.
It's all coming together. And Parker cheesing the puzzle a little. That's the beauty of fire arrows.
Fire, nice. You mean you didn't have fire arrows when you had this check? No?
Sadly, no.
Ooh, it was a small key, unfortunately.
It was. I don't think you checked the
Ooh,
bombable
shard.
wall. That's why. Oh, that's a shard, yeah.
What was that for? Was that for... Okay, that was for the wallet. So wallet was required.
And that's very interesting.
And then Bison one was a chart, I think.
Yeah. Goku are now gonna Wind Waker dive under the island. Just regular Wind Waker stuff.
Yeah, we can do both forest haven checks now, thanks to the leaf. Or necklace.
I kind of unfortunate for Parker, but with all the items were on this first floor, he could have skipped up across boxes entirely. So. Unless we're going for the vanilla strats. Oh, interesting. We're gonna see a room that we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Parker doesn't have the leaf, so doesn't want to do leafless.
Yeah, the leafless floor 1 skip is horrendous, so I kind of feel Parker on that one. Hey, this is so nostalgic. I haven't seen this room in forever.
I remember, like when I was trying out Randomizer again, and I hadn't played this game in ages. I was in this room for ages, and I had no idea what to do because I didn't kill the chews.
Oh, another sword on top of the tree right there. So Goldquiver now has a full full Forsaken Fortress kit.
Yep. We're starting to get powered up.
Yeah. This feels almost strange. You see the waterfall not being there. Well, that's true. We don't even have a storm for Parker, so floor 1 skip even harder.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay.
With
yeah.
Skullhammer, not
Yeah,
fun.
that's true. I haven't tried that before with Skullhammer. But yeah, that sounds really horrible.
It sounds like garbage. I love it.
Alright. Goldquiver is going to FF, which is understandable completely.
Yeah, very fast dungeon, and especially with Leaf.
Get
You don't
out
even
of the
need
way.
storage to be fast at that point in Forsaken Fortress. Meanwhile, Parker getting deeper into Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, which is quite unfortunate because having Leaf and Tachi really speeds it up.
It really does. Also, having any weapon other than a skull hammer makes the mini boss much more bearable.
Yeah. True.
Hey, it's a first game Fortress map, so we now know that Parker might have to come back for Phantom Ganon later.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, there's a potential there. Are we using the Floor Master? Oh, I love that. It's such a cheeky strat. It also works if you don't have your Oak Shot or your Leaf. It's a good way to go up.
I think it is, however, slower though compared to going back.
It is. Just a little. Just a little. It's nothing too bad. So Goldquiver with now 2 of the dungeon items out of 2. So know that he will have to full clear. Hey, the rat is now in the jail with us. That's rare.
Just wants to be
Parker-
together, you know?
Parker about to perform one of the cutest tricks in the game. Jack's clip. Yeah, the switch to open that door is there in the regular game. It's just that most people, when they go to First Game Fortress 2, you have a bow, but you remember how you escaped the first time. You don't even check for that. Or chart, or Goldquiver. Meanwhile, Parker going with the first statue. You see bombs being equipped. I think we're gonna see some bomb drop storage from Goldquiver.
It's a difficult strat, but it's really quick.
Yeah, it's very quick. And we're seeing some actual tennis. Oh ho ho! It's now 15 love for Goldquiver.
Getting the soup for extra power as well.
Yeah. Usually you don't drink during the point, but that's fine.
Yeah, we don't know what Phantom Ganon will have for a while, so thank you again, Trekkers, for keeping track of it.
Oh, 15-15. Now 30-15 for Goldquiver. And just abandoning the sport right now. Foul play from Phantom Ganon. Backstabbing is not part of tennis. Yeah, tennis can be really violent. It's played with swords, which is a strange tool for sports.
Alright, here we can see the first chest storage in our match.
Oh, the first bomb drop.
Bomb drop,
chest
chest storage. Sorry, yeah.
We did see.
You know, I
quite
treat
a
them
few.
separately in my head sometimes. I don't know why.
They're pretty rough. They're pretty different tricks, you know. So
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Right, and we are going to see the... Oh no, Parker's doing second statue in Tachi. The intended way. And we're going to see... We're seeing the bird again. It's bird on bird.
Bird
Who's
on
gonna
bird
win?
action. And it sounds wrong, but it's happening. And it's PG-13. Was that art piece / container in Phantom Ganon? Okay,
Ooh,
interesting.
okay, that's good for Parker, at least. But it all depends if he goes back or not to Get it?
Heard the art sound? Wow. Imagine being this good at tracking. Wonderful. And yeah, the bomb drop from Goldquiver was really clean. Especially for that chest. That chest is really high with the spikes. It's
Yes.
kind of hard to get used to that one.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying for sure. Yeah.
Because every different kind of chest in the game has a different height. It's insane. I love it. Oh, and Parker starting the fight with the Dark Knot. We only have the hammer to break the armor there. So, as
He
soon as
does
we break
have.
the,
Yeah.
as soon as we break the armor, we're gonna be golden because we're gonna be able to use like fire and ice arrows.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Already equipped and everything.
And
Goodbye, Darknut.
yeah, Parker was a man with a plan entering in that room. And now a bird is just hammering at another bird. It's birdicide. Yeah, I'm being very nice to boat runners today. Love that.
Very nice.
And the smaller bird is being very mean to the bigger one.
I mean, the small bird does have a giant hammer, so...
Yeah. How's it holding it with its wings? I'm so confused.
It's a very strong bird, Just wrap around the handle.
Yeah, just wrap the feathers instead of fingers, no? I don't know why, but for a second there, my brain computed a yellow rupee. There we go. 5th shard for Goldquiver.
Goldquiver.
Yep.
So we're only missing one shard somewhere.
Yeah, we're missing a wild shard, like a free range shard, as I like to call them. A lot of people say overworld shards, but they can be in dungeons, so I prefer free range. I think we're going for Tower of the Gods next for Goldquiver. Not a bad plan. Tower of the Gods is a dungeon that is just almost as slow to complete than to go mode, so I feel that.
It's also very tiring to do, I find.
Yeah. The go mode itself it's not even that satisfying. It's just like a bomb drop storage at the end. Or if you really hate bomb drop storage, you can always try the YOLO storage spot. And if you fail that, you can actually jump on the chest and back to that spot. That's what I do. Boat runners now in the Tower of Cutscenes.
Nearly holding hand.
Yeah. They have very long arms if they're holding hands that many rooms away.
Very. I mean, it's a very tall tower from the outside.
It is extremely tall. Also, don't even think about explaining how the foundations work.
It's just obviously extends all the way to Hyrule.
It's magic. You don't have to explain anything. So the big difference between the Tower of the Gods for both of our runners definitely is the lack of leaf and the swords for Parker. Parker doing a really good job with those items.
But I mean, this room, for example, is key to having leaf.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's kind of difficult to do.
It's not difficult. It's just very long.
Yeah. Well, as long as you don't jump off, it's not difficult.
And a piece of art. One more check in this room.
I think this has to be a... Oh no, Parker used the small key. Yeah, okay. So.
And a skull necklace for Goldquiver. He now knows that the last check on the first floor is a key. Talking about keys, big key being found by
Ooh.
Parker.
That's not bad. That's quite nice. Nice to have. Parker
And
did full clear the dungeon though, so.
And to answer your question in chat, I'm pretty sure it's the Pokemon Antilleon, but wearing a suit. It's a secret agent. Hopefully we're gonna skip up across boxes and use the leaf that Parker doesn't have to fly. This way to a nice floor one skip.
Parker has to do the bomb trap for this room because he does not have Leaf. So this is actually where Leaf is intended to be used. So logically, Leaf is required at this point, but thanks to explosives, we can just push ourselves
The
over.
magic of explosives.
Yeah, you know, whenever you're stuck with something, just use explosives, you know?
Yeah. If there's a wall to break, explosions can do it. Oh god, a Gex reference in chat. Wonderful. Now I'm stuck with cheesy one-liners in my head forever. And there we go. Fun fact. By doing the room this way, we're gonna have a friend in the other room.
Yeah, sure, friend.
Hello,
Someone-
Wizrobe.
We all really like our friend.
How is your throwing fire at people career going?
I mean, we are its first friend in how many years? Or centuries?
Many seeds. Many seeds.
Seeds. Yeah, locked alone in this tower, you know, with some
Yeah,
bats.
to explain this sudden appearance, basically the trigger for that enemy is on the floor of the room that we were before. Most of the time we have the leaf to not even touch the floor, so like it's on the floor next to the statue.
Yeah, I don't think it's on the floor exactly. I think it's like you could hang off the ledge of the statue and still trigger it.
Ah,
So I think it's like slightly above ground. But yeah,
or maybe it's just very tall.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Link's
there's
height.
$8 that we usually dodge.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Jack Clip. Let's go. Is the cutscene gonna be long enough for our runners to just I-5 in the hub room?
In the hub room. It depends if Parker decides to get some more.
Parker, please take
Magic,
3 more
yeah.
seconds. Parker!
Oh
Yes!
no!
Yes! Just enough time.
One leaving, one going.
Yeah.
And one entering.
At least they waved at each other. That's something.
I'm going ahead of you, see ya.
And big key chest add a compass, but
Forced
can't
compass.
we can't really dodge that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, that chest triggers the door pretty much.
Oh yeah, and Parker does not have a sword.
Yeah,
Has to
we do
play
have a hammer,
whack-a-mole.
though.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Golden is one of those bosses that having a better sword on is not gonna change anything. There's no command today.
Yeah, I guess we don't have that on this channel. It's pretty
I guess Poggy's still sleeping.
uh
Yeah. What are the damage values for the sword? Basically, the hero sword is for 1 damage, and the master sword is for 2 damage, no matter what stage of the master sword you're at.
Yeah.
You can boost that. You can double that damage by using soup, though. So
Yep.
you can get to 4.
So yeah, so in general, Master Sword halves the time for everything.
Yeah. Oh my god, this model. Then the feet on that model for this trick. Goldquiver
Pretty
pulling it
large,
off
yeah.
like it's nothing, but
I'm sure Goldquiver practiced with the Chocobo model
Yeah.
beforehand.
at least I hope so. Golden. Also called Armo. Not Armo. Not Andros, I should say. It's also not the guy from Super Mario 64, apparently.
I mean, it kind of resembles it. But
It really does. It really does.
isn't the same thing in Odyssey as well?
Yeah, Nintendo loves that boss.
Okay, yeah.
Mario Galaxy as well. Yep.
Oh, I can't remember that one. Wow.
It's also kind of similar in concept to Bongo Bongo.
Oh right, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Wow. True.
And they really like the concept of two hands and one head. Nintendo, they're all as French cousins. Yep, pretty much. You don't get to see that a lot in the randomizer because shards are pretty heavy, but there's some items that are less heavy, and when Golden snuts them away, they go like super far.
Yeah.
Like Skull Nicholas goes right next to the door, pretty much. As a game designer can confirm, Ed and Anne's bosses are the best. Well, easier to animate. You don't have you don't have arms to animate. Very good.
All right.
Parker now done with 2 dungeons.
But he has a lot of overworld checks to do compared
yeah.
to Goldquiver.
A ton of overworld.
And he's going to Cabana first. Doesn't have the delivery bag, but is going to storage.
It's
His way in.
just going to do a cheeky way of getting into his own home. It's not an infraction if you call it's your own home, you know. But yeah, I think we can see how much faster Tower the Gods is with the Leaf right now by watching Goldquiver.
Leaf and Sword, the Dark Knight room was extremely quick.
Oh yeah,
as well.
Dark Knight room with Master Sword is pretty much just you spinning wildly at an armor until you can shoot an ice arrow at it.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have ice arrows, you spinning wildly at an armor to then just stab wildly at a guy that doesn't have an armor yet anymore.
So Goldquiver decided to void out of that room and skip a check because he knows that the last check has to be a compass. So again, save some more time.
Well, the last check was actually like the big key, so he's just going
Oh, is
for
that?
big key skip. Yeah,
Oh, compass was on Big Key chest.
it was, yeah. So we're gonna see another bomb throw storage, unless he does what I mentioned and jumps from the top of the chest to the YOLO storage spot.
Yeah.
We're
I guess
also
it
gonna
saves
see-
time. Yeah.
I guess it's
Like, depends how
It's
fast
the-
you can get the storage to do
it's
the.
debatable,
Yeah.
basically. But either way, it's kind of hype, so I'll let it slide.
Oh, those rats are confusing Parker.
It's not easy to do that trick. Sometimes the rats are just in the way.
It's just everywhere, you know, stealing your money and everything.
Yeah, it's a really bad neighborhood under the Saps. What I love about the rats is that they don't even like jump kick you. They just jump, turn into a ball to like hit you like a dodgeball. Hey, baby. We knew that, but it's still nice.
It's always nice to see a pig's face in the bag.
Also, we're nearing the the hour 30 minutes mark, and Parker still doesn't have a sword. Sadly,
Oh,
that
I mean, he
must
did.
feel pretty bad.
Yeah, I think especially with Top G being so dead.
Yeah,
Uh,
Taji had nothing pretty much.
yeah.
It's starting to look like Wind Temple's gonna have to have something placed. And if Wind Temple ends up being dead, we're getting close to, the Bolwami Hyrule seed.
I think so. We're only missing ankle in Overworld,
Yep.
so yeah. I think the last shard has to be, well, unless it's ankle,
Yeah,
the
unless
last shard
ankle.
has to be in Wind Temple.
We could have the golden statue inside of Wind Temple and then a shard there, but
Yeah.
that would be the worst case scenario.
Ooh, first try chest storage.
That guy is good at chest storage. Wow.
Okay. We're not over yet. We gotta actually get into the boss room.
Single statue, a master sword chamber, and last sword and ankle. I like that. I like what you're doing. That's possible. Changing the wind direction to east.
Yeah, we're eating the pig again on Parker.
Oh yes.
Did he buy bait?
It's a really good question, actually.
I don't think I noticed. I didn't watch him do it. Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. He did. Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Once again, thanks to our trackers for the day.
So Goldquiver is doing
And
the
randomized.
Bosky skip.
Yeah, it's a lot less scary than it looks, but it still feels kind of. How should I say it? It feels not intended. Also, you gotta watch out for the corner of that door because it can actually make you void out.
Yes, that's the most scary part of all of it, I think.
We're getting electrocuted. Hey. That's a big problem because I played enough Pokemon to know that electric deals double damage to flying types.
I'm not sure what Parker was doing.
Going to see Grandma. It's a surprise.
Oh,
visit.
he wanted to get the mail. Okay, that's pretty smart. That's not.
That is smart. I don't know if it's faster than just changing the time of day, but I like it.
Maybe he doesn't want to upset his ghost ship when he finds it.
That too, yeah. It could be why.
Ghost ship is in paw print, so.
Yeah. We need to go back to paw print for Parker. There's a lot of world for Parker right now.
Yeah. Well, paw print has his leaf. Was it leaf?
Yeah, leaf. Leaf and ghost ship shard, I think.
Yeah. So it's quite. And what Goldquiver can do is go straight to Wind Temple after this, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the play. There we go. It's a not dead golden, but more like a sleepy golden.
Sleepy golden.
He's been put to sleep by the amount of cutscene in his dungeon. We're now at 6 shards on both sides. So if you only go by shards, it's a very, very close race right now.
Except for, yeah.
You
By
know,
shots, yes.
the,
Parker
the,
in the
miss,
hand.
the missing swords are kind of big.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a bit of trouble. Oh, warping to Forest Haven from Goldquiver.
Forest? No, he's already done Forest Haven check.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little confused, but I like it. I like being confused.
Oh, Arrow Mail?
Ah, Tingle Mail. Aw, didn't get Tingle Mail.
Yeah,
Nobody
Arrow Mail.
does. Kinda sad. Hey, delivery bag for Parker the Intellion. Stores were Ghost Ship and
Forest
right.
Haven.
Forest Haven, yes.
So, yeah, okay. So Parker's gonna go to Portland right now. Hopefully not Wind Temple. If he is, though, I don't know how I feel about that.
If he is, just salute the effort. Wow.
Yeah,
Not an
Yeah.
easy dungeon to do without a leaf, you know.
going to Forefront though. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna find his leaf. He's gonna find Ghost Ship chart. Yeah.
That's the two things there. Then the Ghost Ship Shard is gonna lead to a sword.
Sword.
The leaf is gonna lead to a sword. It's gonna just everything's gonna be right in the universe again.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Not sure
we're about to enter the final dungeon.
Final dungeon.
So, as we said earlier, Parker was the first to enter the first two dungeons, but now Goldquiver is the one that enters the third dungeon first. That's how much overworld we could do before entering a dungeon today.
There's a lot to do.
Yeah,
Especially with finding Fire and Ice early opens everything up quite nicely.
there's a ton of stuff to do on the overworld in those settings. The only overworld thing that the season 4 settings doesn't do is creating a dungeon out of Windfall. You know, I kind of miss short side quests sometimes. And if you miss short side quests, there's gonna be a race for you guys this afternoon. Oh. Wind Temple dungeon map being found.
First check. Not a spicy seed at all.
Only 2 arrows will Goldquiver. You gotta be careful with those. Using the spring storage.
Spring storage.
Yeah.
Technically
Spring storage to store the springy action, and a spring drop storage for actual storage.
Not confusing at all.
It is very confusing. Just
Right. Parker has the leaf. Not sure how he's feeling about it, but
probably a little sad inside, but also very happy because he gets to move on.
true.
But what I'm scared about is that Poppert is semi-close to Wind Temple.
Oh, you're right. No, he wouldn't go without a sword, right?
Right? I think we're thinking that about Tower of the Gods, and then he did. Also, where is his boat? Oh, there it is.
The boat.
Sometimes it's very elusive, you know? If you have ever parked at Star Island, you know how I feel. Yeah, we're going for Ghost Ship first, apparently. Because a Ghost Ship is a spectacle.
That's good. That's gonna get his first sword finally.
Yeah. It's very nice. Meanwhile, Goldquiver going deeper in the dungeon, about to open the second second chest of the dungeon.
Yep.
Behind that, big stone head.
Yeah, we're still missing quite a bit.
Yep.
2
we're
swords,
missing-
1 bow, and a shard.
Exactly. But we're also missing any memes. Please, meme item, show up.
That's true. That's true. I think every check we see though, that's not the items we want, pushes towards maze chest
Yeah,
as well.
slowly. I
So
mean,
it's slowly.
technically, right now we still could see a seed with double arrow. It's still possible. Or
It's
we
true.
could see the other insane thing, aka Tingle statue,
Tingle
deep
statue.
into arrow, and then Henko with something. And Parker getting his first sword. It only
Hurrah.
took an hour and 40 minutes. Feels good. I feel sad for Parker. Such a late sword.
I feel sorry for anyone who has to do Tachi leafless because I know
Yeah,
the pain.
same. It's a terrible feeling.
Terrible feeling.
I think Parker is gonna full clear overworld before going back to a dungeon. Which makes a lot of sense. I love when the grass, the way of the cutscenes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see another chest storage bomb drop as well. Bomb drop chest storage. Sorry, from Goldquiver. Because we decided to kind of just ignore Makar. You know.
Yeah, so sometimes a card just has to be alone, you know? Trying to look for some magic. It's usually the small spots of grass that have it in this dungeon. Like the lonely spots of grass, I should say. The skulls tend to have some. And Parker trying for the Wind Waker dive here.
He's gonna get his second sword.
Yeah, very soon.
Huzzah!
Wonderful. There you go, under the island. And while Goldquiver setting up for a bomb draw storage. Missing that one.
Bit early. There we go. Nice.
Very good at bomb draw storage. Oh, fun fact, if you get to this part and you don't have bombs yet, there's a spring at the bottom of this room that you can use to get spring drop storage. I seen a seed recently where that was needed. It's pretty terrible. That's all I say.
Alright, anything good? Alright, no light arrows. Oh, it's a sword. Okay. Left alcove had a sword. So the void out gets the item that we stored.
Yeah, basically. So, as soon as you void out, it gives you the item. As soon as you change quadrants, it gives you the item. The only thing you can't do is save and quit. Please don't. And another sword.
Quick work on those dark nuts.
Yeah, very good work. Parker now with 2 swords. That's 2 more than a few minutes ago.
Yep. Oh,
Oh, Tingle statue.
there's a Tingle statue.
So the scenario where Tingle statue is in the Master Sword chamber is dead. Sadly.
Alright, so now we're still missing a sword, still missing a bow, and we're still missing a shard.
Yep.
And we still got half the dungeon left. So quite a lot.
I love that little strat that Goldquiver is using. Just instead of jumping at the warp pot, just turning around and using the hitbox that's behind you. That's really clever. Alright, 7 almost through. Missed one, but still doing pretty well. Yep, just gonna have the straggler to deal with at the end.
Parker's going towards Horseshoe. We'll see if he plays without cheating.
Oh yeah, gentleman's golf, please.
Gentleman's golf.
We had an actual match of tennis, and now we're gonna see golf. Wow,
Did you know Wind Waker's a sporting game? Did you not know that?
it is a sports title.
It's one of
The only difference is that it was dropped after a year, or else we would have the same copy of Wind Waker every single year forever. But with updated rosters, like it's not Link, it's
New characters.
Linko. And then instead of a green tunic, we have like a green jersey with new numbers every year. And on every island is like little stands with like 2D cardboard cutouts of people.
Alright, Parker did cheat, by the way. So
Yeah, I saw.
unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Right. So we're only missing the compass. Oh, we're missing a small key and a compass in Wind Temple now. And there is still 4 more checks to go.
Yeah, we're getting closer to.
Closer.
There we go. Nice Zidane for the bomb push at the end here. Goldquiver. Meanwhile, Parker about to open the chest on this island. If I remember right, it's some rupees.
Nothing useful, I think.
Yep.
It's like chest number 1. A small key.
Interesting. Like chest 2.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
last
Master
sword. Okay.
So still missing some light arrows and a shard.
Yep. 2 checks, or 1 check left technically. Oh, and ankle.
An
So 1
ankle.
check in here and ankle.
And then Master Sword Chamber, or even deeper.
Yep, there is a potential for light
There's a
arrows
poten-
to be on maze. Ankle of lights could happen. Could happen.
Yeah. Not gonna lie though, for Farseed, that's gonna be that has a potential to be pretty much a full clear. That flowed really well. We're still under 2 hours and 15 minutes, so nice flow to this one. Yeah,
Mini
light
bosses
arrows
going
in,
well.
light arrows in light arrow chest is not so bad. Fire and ice arrows in light arrow chest. Oh boy,
That seed was crazy, but yeah,
it was.
it has happened before.
Yeah, that happened yesterday.
Oh, there's our last shard. Okay, so
Oh,
light
shit.
arrows is either ankle or
Somewhere in Hyrule.
yeah, somewhere in Hyrule.
Because I think you said it. We are still missing the compass.
Yep.
Yeah. So at least we get to just go through the room in the basement. No need to fight. That's pretty nice.
Ooh, Parker, no.
Thankfully, he's a water type. That shouldn't do too much damage.
Fire Mountain. Pretty horrible. Oh, the keys.
That's Zubat, man. That's Zubat. It's the right color, I think, too. So.
It's the dark type of Zubat, I don't know.
It's like Arulian Zubat. And Parker dealing with the enemies. Gonna be too long.
Unless I'm wrong, yeah, this should be the compass, so I'm not sure why he's...
It's very interesting, actually.
I don't know if I'm wrong or not. I feel like I shouldn't be, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll
I think
find
in
out.
this personal tracker, it's already tracked me that too. So
Yeah.
I'm very
You
surprised.
seeing He's handling it, I guess.
That's doing pretty well though. Fun fact about the stall folks: if you steal their weapons, and they need to hit you with something, they will actually like break off one of their arms and use the other arm to hit you with their own arm. Let's have a literal bet, shall we? All right, the bet could be ankle or arrow, basically.
Yeah. Hyro's got 2 checks.
Yeah.
And ankle is ankle.
Master Sword Chamber, light arrow, maze, or ankle. Please place your bets. I'm gonna bet ankle. I love ankle.
You love ankle. Okay, so this. Oh, okay, he's skipping it anyway. That was interesting.
It was definitely something. Did he realize at the end?
Yeah, I think he did. Like he checked his dungeon items, like wait, and then he just thought, okay.
Oh, oh no!
Oh no.
I just wasted 2 minutes. Oh boy. Oh, the iron boots don't show off much on this model. All right.
Does it even actually? It doesn't even look like it does anything.
Yeah. Maybe the claws turn to iron. I don't know. And our runners holding hands for a few minutes in the end and the beginning of this dungeon. So cute.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, well, fortunately for Goldquiver, he's essentially a dungeon ahead.
Yeah.
Quite far.
Oh, Goldquiver not opening the warp pot. Dangerous. Because there's a chance that some things go wrong in this room sometimes.
Did he get storage? Did he get storage?
I think so.
Was that storage?
Wow. I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the cat jump team. I completely forgot.
That's cat gem moments. Let's go. Send your cat gems, people. Cat gems, rare parrots, whatever you have. Maybe even a bit of sour please.
So yeah, so Mulgera, like he takes off a lot of hearts if you're not careful. So
yeah.
he's quite a tough boss. So just don't get hit and you'll be okay.
Yeah, just don't get it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the strat.
Just go to the place and do the thing, and you're done.
Just go where the item is.
Oh, Mr. Tongue Snipe.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Danger on Mulgera actually. If you beat Mulgera in the middle of the room like you're supposed to, like a good person, there's a chance that you will spawn like straight in the warp.
So Goldquiver does have the boomerang equipped, but just opts to use a sword.
Yeah, it's interesting, honestly. It's fine. It does work.
This works regardless.
We did a few tries actually with that. Arrows also work. The hammer works.
I think he's aiming too low. So the tongue looks lower than it actually is.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It is difficult to that.
Usually, I aim like a little lower in the middle, but not very low.
Yeah.
Basically.
So long, Mulgera.
And yes,
You didn't get storage. Oh, right. Unlucky.
Man.
It looked like he did for a sec, but I guess not.
Yeah, sadly. But in a way, it's almost safer that way. It's just
Oh,
Because
Makar's-
sometimes you get the storage and you don't really know where you are, and you start walking and you fall into the warp.
the onion boy is getting sliced slightly.
Oh
Kinda.
man, he's going in the lawnmower today.
And there's the last shard.
Yeah, last shot.
So, obviously ankles first, I assume.
Yeah, I'd assume that too.
Although,
And then Iroh.
Yeah.
Onions are meant to be sliced. Oh, hot topic. Maybe people like them diced, you know?
but isn't that slicing them anyway?
Yeah, but it's more cubic. There's also those weird people that eat like whole raw onions, like apples.
Ugh, too strong.
Those people should be feared.
Okay, we are seeing ankle first.
I'm
So,
very surprised.
come on, ankle. I don't want it to be here. I want it to be in Hyrule.
Yes, at this point, Enko is gonna feel like kind of a blue ball, you know?
It says, "Oh,
Oh,
that's
there we go.
boring." So
I
boring.
got my bet. It is boring, but that was my bet. Nice. Yeah, betting is now closed. Oh,
Well, we are officially go mode for
we're go mode.
Goldquiver.
Yeah. Gonna get a pretty usual IRO, no stops anywhere.
Parker
So,
is quite a bit behind, unfortunately.
yeah, unfortunately for Parker, it's looking like, unless there's something that goes very wrong on Puppet Ganon for Goldquiver,
Yeah.
it's looking pretty good for Goldquiver. Let's just say that. There's a chart 36. Parker. And
Oh.
checking if we have Irkin spin. We don't.
I was thinking, did we get it or not? It's like, okay, guess not.
I know a lot of runners just opt to check at this point. And there we go. Bear skip has been performed. I will never let go of that joke. Never. No Irkin spin today, Lana. It's not a DQ if we don't have it. We saw the intent too, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes, we're seeing the Dart Nut get just
Hey.
falling to his doom.
Just casually walk off.
He's a stronger man than I am, that Goldquiver. Usually I wait to have landed before turning my camera around. A car about to plant some seeds on Parker's side. And while Goldquiver getting closer and closer to the end. Are we gonna save the 3 frames? Oh yes.
Aiming for it, aiming for it.
Oh,
And
yes.
Look at that.
Look at those 3 frames
Very nice.
that we gained. Oh, and we get this one. And that's
Oh.
a dead Phantom Ganon. Oh, Parker falling down here.
Yeah, it's a bit too far from the ledge.
Yeah, sadly.
Not the worst enemies, just a bit of a time loss.
Yeah, not fun, but also could be much worse.
Making our way through the grand staircase.
Oh yeah. That staircase is where you just get mentally ready for Puppet Ganon.
Yes.
You know? It's just going through the motions. Oh, nice double shot from the
Double
goalkeeper.
shot.
And getting another one on the Dark Knots. Maybe.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was really close, but yeah, got it.
Going for some extra arrows. Be topped off for the fight. There we go. It's time for Puppet Ganon.
Ooh, missing the
missed
first shot. Yeah, very close.
It was very close. There we go. Second shot lands.
Oof.
Hip shot right there.
Okay. I just realized there's no hands for the chocobo on the bow.
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's just the.
That chocobo is an esper, you know. Just making the ball levitate.
Oh, it's a bit too far out.
So we already had 2 shots for Goldquiver, so it needs to land that last one. Meanwhile, Parker getting the sword here.
Yep.
Up again and now spinning. And
Oh, a really annoying spot.
yeah, when the tail is
Ooh.
behind him, it's super weird.
Okay, nice.
There we go.
All right, chances of seeing a double crypt shot.
I mean, they're there. I can't wait to see if it does happen. It's always even a single crypt is you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Even managing to do the boss in 3 phases is nice. Just when you get to the 4th phase, it just feels bad.
You start worrying a bit.
Yeah.
Right. Got enough magic, got enough arrows.
Setting up.
1,
2,
2, oh,
3.
fantastic.
Look
Nicely
at that
done.
guy. Just making it look easy.
Nice quick snipe on the phase 3.
And now throwing bombs wildly.
The bomb strat's
Oh.
good. It works.
Yeah. Kamikaze strat, as I like to call it. You should just run into again like that. Exactly.
And there goes Puppet Ganon.
Yeah, bombs on PG3. It's really good. Surprisingly good plan. You can even go for like frog shot if you feel like it at that point. And we're about to climb the rope. Meanwhile, Parker still in Wind Temple, but getting
Yeah.
closer to finishing. And that Chocobo is some big highs. Wow.
Very focused, you know.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of a model. There was like a Komali model that was just being worked on at some point. And before having like actual Komali eyes, it had like those big anime eyes as a placeholder. Just insane eyes, man.
Hello,
And-
Ganon.
Yeah, time for Ganon. Bursting Ganon, as I like to call him. The 4th PG. Talking to Zelda, rolling into the wall. The script is being respected. And Ganon
Ooh.
going for combos straight away.
Oh, nice! Got the parry.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
the non-usual parry.
Yeah, the non-usual, yep, exactly. And this should be almost over for Goldquiver. Oh,
Ooh.
Zelda hitting target, but Ganondorf deciding that it's not over.
There it is.
And you can send your GGs in chat for Goldquiver,
GG's.
finishing with a time of 2:03:32. Meanwhile, Parker getting the last wild free range shard.
Yep. So I think he should know that. Well, hopefully he knows that the last chest is compass.
Hopefully, yeah.
And go straight
And
to.
we have been joined by Goldquiver. GG's Goldquiver.
Hello, good game. Good game.
That was quite something. For a second there, we thought we were gonna have to go through Hyrule.
Yeah, it was looking like it for a moment, but
Yeah.
fortunately, Ankle's a little light thief.
Yeah, Ankle the savior today. Just- I think the one thing that confused us a little at the end was in the Wind Temple basement when you started killing the enemies. We're just like, this tracker says he doesn't need to do that.
I was so proud of myself when I was in Tower of the Gods and I realized that there were only dungeon items left and I went straight for the big key skip. I was so happy with that. I think it blinded me too. The same thing in Wind Temple. I realized halfway through. Oh, God.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
But you did show us quite a few really good bomb drop storages, so very nice.
Yeah, the storage was pretty cooperative today. That was very much appreciated.
Yeah, that. One major difference in this seat for you and Parker, you got your first sword about an hour in.
Mhm.
Parker got his first sword about an hour and 39 minutes in.
Oh, yeah. That's
Took
rough.
a while before finding it, sadly. First one
Yeah,
being
there-
on Ghost Ship chart for both of you. So
Yeah, there have been a lot of those recently, just putting swords off, and sometimes even bows forcing you into Wind Temple without anything. But, luckily, it didn't force you into Wind Temple this time. But
Yeah, not this time. Yeah.
yeah, I was just waiting for, because I really like to go for the dungeons right away as soon as I have the optimal items to do them. But just with the leaf and the bombs, especially being so late into the seed, it was just by the time you could do them optimally, they all opened up and there was only a couple overworld left, so I may as well just finish those and then crab your dungeons out.
yeah, definitely. Like you did a bunch overworld first to give you an idea of like the major difference in routing. Parker entered the first two dungeons before you, but then you entered the third dungeon before him.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
It's pretty insane as a stat.
It's kind of funny right at the beginning because we had one check. We had one check in Tower of the Gods open and one check in Wind Temple open, in like maybe half an hour in, and then as you don't get any items, you're just wondering: is it going to be hop across? Is it going to be the first Wind Temple chest? Is there going to be something there?
I know at the beginning we kind of trusted your tracking to know what the dungeons were, and Forbidden Woods was in our head for a while.
Yeah.
It was down in that area.
That would have been nice, especially when we found the boomerang. We were just like, oh, that would have been nice in this alternate universe seed where we actually had Forbidden Woods, you know?
Just trying to keep the trackers on their toes.
It's a good thing you found out actually, because yeah, you don't. If you didn't realize for ages, that would have been kind of scary.
And bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of definitely a scary moment.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's always really sketchy at the beginning when like the items aren't really coming out too much, so it felt really like, do you go for these single checks completely out of the way, but they're available? But no, fortunately a little bit later on, the routing started to flow together fairly well. Got the Golf into Diamond stuff, we got the Cabana into Ghost Ship. A few really nice routing parts there.
And it's time for more cat gems if your art so desires. Look at all those dancers. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, Wind Temple having had a lot of items, right? It had a couple swords and a shard, if I remember.
Had a sword and a shard and a tingle statue. That you needed.
I think 2 swords actually.
Was it 2?
Yeah, pretty sure. There was
Yeah, one was
in
sword.
the alcove chest,
Yeah. Yes.
and there was one in the spike room.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff in Wind Temple today.
Yeah, and it kind of pushed it to be the last temple too. So kind of, unfortunately, I guess Tower of the Gods was empty, but the way that it didn't give you any dungeon items, you were able to skip quite a few anyway.
Yeah,
That was appreciated.
Another big thing that was a major difference basically. In Taji, you entered there with a leaf and 2 swords. Parker entered with no leaf and no swords.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's quite.
That is a rough dungeon at that point.
Yeah.
And Parker dealing with Mulgera now. So we're an ankle visit away from go mode.
I really don't want to go in Tower of the Gods without a leaf, but sometimes it's
yeah.
necessary.
Especially in a seed where you don't have a sword yet. In Parker's scenario, he could not even. He could have done like floor 1 skip with hammer, but that's just terrible.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think like 20 minutes in, that one check popped up that you can go do hop across. You can do it. It's there.
Yeah. We were
Could have
talking
been
about
something
it.
good. Yeah.
I mean, in the qualifiers, there's been a seed where up across boxes had the grapple, which led to bombs and pop rents. Could have been one of those, you know.
Yeah. Luckily for you, it wasn't for the runners. It wasn't too
It wasn't
bad.
today. It wasn't
Yeah.
today.
It wasn't. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
there
at the end we
was
were hoping for like Maze Chest to have light arrows just to make it fun, but Ankle had to ruin it all.
Ankle beat the maze chest himself. He was there earlier. He beat Phantom Ganon. He has the power.
Yeah, he checked it.
Ankle already saved the world. He just left Ganon there and was like, okay, please keep acting mean. It's good for business. Just... And we're warping to Tingle Island. So Parker about to get the go mode. Yeah, Goldquiver GG's again. You get to keep going in this tournament. Round 2. I think we know who's gonna be your opponent already.
Yeah, I think that's Psychedelic
bracket.
Seal.
We do, yeah.
Psychedelic Seal, yeah. Yeah, all the matchups for the quarterfinals are already being decided.
Yep.
There's myself against Advocate, Goldquiver versus Psychedelic Seal, Alcyonale against Orange Plastic Cup, and Randomizer against Spitron. Pretty spicy matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Should be interesting to watch.
Hello?
Parker?
Yep, I'm here.
GG's.
Parker from the
GG.
future! Yay!
GG's. Yeah.
That was a fun one.
It was. You did a few things that had us confused a little, but you still pulled it off very beautifully. Like that Taji without a leaf or
Yes.
swords, insane.
That was
Yes.
my It was a gamble. I was hoping Leaf was in Taji to make it faster, and then it was
Yeah.
not. And I was like, well, never mind.
But
Yeah, that's
you still
unfortunate.
did well, pretty well, honestly.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight fight with the hammer, that's always a scary one.
Yeah, I went in. I knew going into Taji if I didn't find anything, because I was like, if I find a sword or if I find a hammer or like a sword or leaf, I would be happy. And then I found neither of them, and I was like, okay, I don't think anything was in Taji. It
No, I
may
don't
have been
think so.
empty.
It was a very empty dungeon. Wind Temple and most of what we needed, actually.
Yeah, and then I didn't go there because I didn't get Leaf until it felt really late. I feel like I could have had it a lot sooner, but I definitely because I just didn't want to go back to Pop Rent. I knew I didn't want to go back without Grapple, and then I made the gamble of Taji over Pop Rent.
Yeah, that was a perfectly fair one, but sadly not paying out for you today.
Yeah.
You also gambled for Second Fortress before having bombs, which was interesting. Also, you never check your status screen to see if Phantom Ganon had something, so
Yeah.
was kind of scary.
thought I
Yeah.
tracked it right. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I. Oh, maybe I never actually checked. I think
You never,
He
Never
had.
checked. Never
Oh.
checked.
never checked.
Oops. Well, hopefully he didn't. I guess he didn't have anything.
No, thankfully for you.
Was he
It was fine.
required? Like, well,
And
not
s-
required. Was he a fight that you should have done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he had
Cool.
something, but nothing good.
Yeah,
that means chest on bed had something then, and I just didn't. I check my that screen. That's what happened. Okay, now I
Yeah.
understand.
But yeah, like basically, every time we saw you enter a room where you could check your map, we're like, check your map, check your map,
Check
check
yeah.
your map, and you never did.
Yep. I like keeping people on their toes, and myself, I guess.
Yeah, you definitely kept our trackers on their toes. Both of you, but a lot of storage today. So once again, shout outs to our trackers, Blanc and Randomite, for putting up with this. Like we saw what Phantom Ganon had on Goldquiver's side, and we didn't even see it. It was Randomite that heard like a random art sound pop up. That's the
Yeah, yeah.
only clue we had.
Oh,
That's all it was.
there you go. The seed felt so empty for so long. Like just the beginning, I felt like I was getting nothing the whole
Yeah,
time.
same. Just so rough. Like when you have like individual single checks that you have to go all the way out of your way, all over the
Yep.
place. It's
I think
so-
the opening point was I got power bracelets by finally going to do angular, and then
Angular.
the check I made was bomb island, which gave me
Yes.
fire and ice, and that's where everything opened.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's pretty much exactly the opening point of that seed today. And we're now on PG. So let's see how that goes. PG, please. Social distance.
And like I said, I was just waiting for optimal items to do any of the dungeons, and they weren't coming. So that's
Yep.
pretty much a full overworld clear before going to the first one.
Fair.
Oh, the tail goes down.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Sometimes fighting Puppet Ganon with the tail down is even worse.
Yeah, I hate accidentally shooting it down. I'm glad that it was my third hit for that, so that I didn't have to have him raise back up after.
Oh god. Very nicely done. Are we gonna see the double crip again?
Maybe.
Maybe. Goldquiver did have one, so maybe we're gonna see the double, as I like to call it.
Aw.
Unfortunate.
Well, at least we get to enjoy the music a little more. It's not the usual cat gem, but it's still like a pretty decent song.
So where was your first sword? I'm wondering.
Go ship. Maybe
Okay,
about an
so
hour
say-
and 10 minutes in or so.
Same as me. Okay.
Same as you, just a little later for you, Parker. Like I think Goldquiver had a sword like just a bit before the hour mark, and sadly for you, yours was like 140 almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite late, yeah. It's the way it is, you know, gambles. Just could have been anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's still kind of insane to think that you found most of your swords within 30 minutes of each other's, Parker.
Yeah. It was not the best time for me when I was like, okay, there's a sword, another sword, and then I was like, okay, Wind Temple has pretty much everything. I'm glad I didn't make the Hyrule gamble right after Wind Temple.
Oh yeah,
It
definitely.
crossed my mind for sure.
Yeah, we were saying if anyone was going to do that. Yeah.
It's 2 checks. It's better than
It's
1,
2
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was, I think maybe if it was Fire Mountain as a last check, I would consider it. But Tingle's right there, and it's warpable, so I was like, that's not that
Yeah,
Got
bad.
right up, yeah.
Especially ankle with hook shot, much
Yeah.
faster.
Yep.
Much faster. It's okay, Parker. You go whenever you want.
I take my time getting up the rope. You know, I just fought Puppet Ganon. Come on,
Yeah.
I have to take a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, definitely. But I meant more the missing the rope a few times. I was just like, it's okay, you go whenever you want. It's all good.
Just say how crazy strong kids are, because if I had to climb that rope, I would not last a few
Yeah.
a few runs.
I'd probably look at the rope for like 5 minutes and then be like, you know what?
Give
Evil,
up.
take over the world. All good.
Yep.
Oh, are we seeing a grapple skip? Oh,
Yeah, I wanted to just in case anything went wrong, I wanted to make sure I wouldn't fall all the way down. So I just got some soup.
that's 100% fair. I see Dawn. They didn't even use the Wind Waker to turn around. That is pretty ballsy.
I like the ESS turn. I think I don't know. I just like it a lot. I don't know why.
If it worked, like I said it many times in commentaries before, the strat that works for you is the good strat. Who cares if it's different?
Yeah, I really enjoy it as well, but I kind of chickened out a little bit here and pulled out the Wind Waker.
Oh, the script! No! Script!
Yeah, that was interesting. They kind of got stuck behind Zelda.
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
I think I may have just talked to Zelda just like half a second early, or less than that.
Oh,
For that.
Randomizer Studios in the chat with the zingers. Chicken out, more like Choco Bowdowns. I hope it delivered your choke well enough, Randomites. I hope so. Well, this Ganon fight was a bit out of script, but everything is fine. We're alive. We're well. Zelda's waking up.
Was a pretty healthy seed, thankfully. I didn't have to worry about mate possibly dying to Ganon, which does happen every once in a while.
Ooh, dance now.
You almost got a snipe in the back.
Yeah. The classic Zelda snipe.
Yeah. And GG's to ParkerthePanda
GG's.
with a time of 2:21. Oh, 2:20:47 apparently. Very nice. Official time, yeah. So yeah, GG's to both of you. A very cool race to watch. We saw a few things that we don't see often, like that room in Top G that uses personal key in.
Yeah.
That was so nostalgic, Parker. Thank you.
I know
Seriously.
that there's a leafless strat. Like I think you can probably do it with hammer. I don't know it. I have
Apparently
no
you
idea how to
can.
do it.
It's difficult. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I know it with sword, and it's already difficult. But with hammer, oh god.
Yeah.
So perfectly fair, and also, like I said, the blast from the past. So rare that we see that room. Felt good. Felt nice.
Yeah, Tachi felt very. I haven't done Tachi like that in a couple months for sure, like 3 or 4. So it felt like very nostalgic, doing some of those strats.
Oh yeah, but seriously, guys, thank you for this race. That was very very interesting to watch. We saw many things, and sadly for you, Parker, this was the end of your tournament. How did you feel about the whole experience?
It was great. This is my first time out of groups for a tournament, so that was a good experience to finally get into a bracket. And now my plan is to start practicing spoiler log stuff. So.
Yeah. Yes, the spoiler tournament upcoming, so might be a good thing to practice that. Also, on the opposite side, Goldquiver, you're now going in the quarterfinals against Particular Seal, I think. So how do you feel about that?
I'm kind of the same as I felt with groups. Like everyone's just improving so fast. I think when I faced him in groups, he got maybe a 2 hour 40 time, and in his match his last match he got a 2:10. So just he's speedy.
Yeah.
Everyone's speedy. It's terrifying.
Not good. No, you're not gonna lie. As a washed-up veteran, I am looking at all of you improving, and I'm just like, holy shit! Holy shit! But it's very nice. Also, Zelda disappeared on your side. Wonderful.
Oh yeah, there she goes.
Yeah. She's
She
out.
swam
Yeah.
up. She got tired of waiting.
Peace.
Oh, it's shout out to your file names, Anton and Linda as well.
Yeah.
Very
Anton
nice.
and Linda. The cutest couple. Yeah, you guys did a wonderful job. And I also want to direct you guys to our trackers, which put up with all the storage today. Blanc, at CPU Blanc 9999. Holy shit, English numbers are hard. And Randomizer Studios. It's just... You can also go follow my co-commentator, Colfront. It was really fun, Colfront, thank you.
Yeah, it's fun. Thanks again, Mongo.
It was fun. Also, thank you to our restreamer today, Sabarian. I think it's gonna be time for you to take us away.
Yeah, and again, GG to the runners, and thank you for commentating. And as a quick preview, what's next up here on ZSR, in about 35 minutes, we have on this channel the Winnish Cup Randomizer weekly race, and 1 hour later, we have the Wind Waker Randomizer bi-weekly fun race on ZSR 3. And at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. Eastern today, we start off another tournament, the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament. For more Zelda content, make sure to check our schedule. And any final words?
And cool.
Just thank you to everybody for trackers, commentators, restreamer. It was a lot of fun.
No worries.
And GG's again.
Absolutely, thank you everyone, and these are wonderful to watch and kind of see how everyone works. And yeah, it's an awesome experience. Thanks everyone. Good games,
Quick
Parker, for the race.
Yeah.
Once again.
Let me check. And we are going to raid over to ZSR2, where we have a qualifier race for the Ocarina of Time Randomizer DDR tournament. DDR in this case stands for Dungeon Door Requirement.
Oh.
I'm still bummed. I'm still bummed
Not
about that.
not with the dance mat.
One day it will happen. One day.
It will probably. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time here on ZSR.
Good day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Au revoir.
Bye.